What it do? What it do? Back at again, episode 5 of Unprofessional. It's your boy Jay. I'm with my dog Castillo.
You.
What's up, guys? Hope you guys liked our last episode with Ladies Night. Shout out to Moan Haley. It was an awesome episode. Check it out. It's on YouTube and on Showcast Studios. Please, guys, subscribe to Showcast Studios. There's an annual, there's a monthly. Check it out. It's your choice. That just shows that you guys are involved. With that subscription, you can check us out. We'll send you guys newsletters, updates on episodes, and things of that nature, too. And you can tune in to me and Brenden making fun of each other like fucking always. Today, we're going to talk about a new topic. There's no guest today, but me and Brenden are going to talk about one thing that Brenden really fucking loves.
I wouldn't say I love it. I would say it's more of just like a thing.
A fetish. A total fetish.
Okay?
It's a fetish.
I just don't trust the government. I don't believe that what they tell us is right. I don't think that history is what it is. I mean, I feel like a lot of things are altered. A lot of things have been discovered that people can sit here and say, hey, look, this is not really what it was. And I feel like a lot of people are, I want to say blind.
Okay.
I want to say blind.
So I think he's probably going to, you guys probably got to answer what we're going to be talking about today. Also, we have the chats up. I'm be interacting with the chats. So today we're going to be talking about conspiracy theories and why I think Brenden has a serious problem with them and why probably he might prove me wrong. And I hope he does because he's not an idiot. Even though I make fun of him about that a lot. He does have normal chromosomes last time I checked. But we're going to be talking about literally different types of conspiracy theories. If I could debunk him, maybe change his mind, or he could change my mind. Who knows? I'm going to pass it to Brenden. What is the first one you wanted to talk about today?
Actually, let's go ahead and let's hit on about like the Greek mythology, about the gods, like all those mythical creatures that, you know, necessarily I want to say people don't believe in, right? They're like, oh, they're not really there.
Okay, what about that though? Like, are we talking in a sense of
Kraken? That's a big one.
Okay.
Right? So Kraken, technically, no one said, oh, well, the Krakens are fake, all this sort of stuff. But now we finding giant squids.
Okay, very true.
So,
which is like a prehistoric animal, though.
Okay, but what was the Kraken described as?
I mean, I get it. I mean, a Kraken, the way it was like depicted. Personally, I could say those are depicted because a lot of people, like back then, obviously there's no such thing as photographs. You're going off of like illustrations. You get me? Like for example, people got the manatees confused with freaking maids. You get, well, not freaking maids. I mean, manatees confused with mermaids. My bad.
Okay, but then again, there's also
like, were they that desperate to think that a manatee was hot?
I mean, shit. There's also a lot of good drugs out there.
There is a lot of good drugs.
So you got a lot of good drugs. So I mean, okay, megalodons.
Megalodons? Megalodons, that's an actual thing.
Okay, so if a megalodon was
a large shark?
If a large shark was an actual thing, and giant squids are an actual thing, why aren't Krakens actual thing?
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying, like, we don't have any information that could be true.
We found giant squids already.
Yeah, but Krakens and giant squids, like, the way to depict it as a Kraken is there's some, like, differences.
Well, there's a lot of different illustrations, but really what a Kraken is just an oversized squid.
Yeah.
Right?
So the person who drew those depictions back then was retarded and thought that it made a Kraken, when in reality it was just a giant squid and you were on shrooms in the 14th century.
Or a lot of alcohol. Because you gotta remember, their alcohol back then was
potent.
Yeah,
that was
like
moonshine.
straight. Yeah, he was just drinking straight moon.
So you're telling me the gods, back to the whole god topic,
gods.
The mythological gods and things of that nature. The Kraken. You also mentioned outside of the Kraken, there were like different type of animals, like megalodons you mentioned too. What other animals were you talking about?
I mean, you got, of course, classics, Bigfoot, Loch Ness monsters.
Yeah, the Loch Ness monster you mentioned.
You got, I mean, hell, the famous ones, Godzilla, King Kong. You got all those creatures that technically were, and I mean, these came from civilizations I want to say were ahead of us, right? Japan.
Just to interrupt you, Tracy mentioned in the chat right now, are they mythical or are they gods? What would you say they are?
So in a way, I'm gonna say that they're gods.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna say that they're mythical because mythical means they're not real, right?
Yeah.
Myth means fake in a sense, right? So I'm gonna say that they are actual gods in a sense because how, you know, the Mayans, the Romans, all these different civilizations had all these different I want to say, depictions of the same thing. Right?
Yeah.
So, like, they had different names, and they had, I want to say, different, in a way, what's the characteristics?
Yeah.
Right? But they all
Replicated.
resembled the same thing.
Yeah.
They all had technically the same powers or the same, abilities, whatever it was.
Yeah.
And they were all just different. So you're telling me back then they were able to call up, Greece or, Indonesia, wherever they're at.
Yeah.
And then be like, hey, yo. So
there was no phones back then, so I'm trying to take it.
You seen Zeus, bro? You know what I'm saying? Oh, nah, you mean I'm kind of blanking out right now.
Yeah.
Like what their different names were.
Yeah.
But they would call them different names. Serpent gods would be different names. Thunder gods would be different names. But they all had thunder gods, sun gods, rain gods. They all had their gods.
Well, in a sense, you're right. In a sense of like pre-BC era, before the birth of Christ, right? So Romans, remember the Roman, started with the belief of Christ with Constantinople, whatever.
Yeah.
You know me, I could go into this as a history buff too. But my point is, religion is, in a sense, perspective, right? And if you, obviously, as a person who believes in Christ, but like seeing it from another lens, yes, a lot of the like Egyptians, especially. With Ra, the belief in like Poseidon or the belief of Zeus, right? And going into Buddhism and things like that. Even like Muhammad and the Christianity story is very similar in a sense, right? When it comes to prophets and things of that nature. But listen, I totally get where you're coming from. I wouldn't say that these animals were worshipped, but they were definitely recognized. Because now, remember, you can worship anything. That's how cults are made.
In a sense, though.
Like Cthulhu. Cthulhu. Holy shit, Cthulhu. Yes, right? Like, people worship the idea of Cthulhu. South Park. Remember South Park?
Yeah.
With freaking Cartman with Cthulhu?
Yeah.
Like, dude, like, the idea that people would worship these things, and then that's just by perspective. Like, once one person saw it, was rolling off acid, and was like, hey, this is our God.
Yep.
But in reality, like, that's how a lot of these, like, other, like, I'm not gonna say pagan religions, but, like, other, like, crazy, like,
trying to get us canceled,
you know what I mean? Like, other crazy beliefs kicked in. But, like, even, like, Jupiter, right? Like, people worshiping... Jupiter, like Jupiter being like the god of gods, even like that's why Jupiter's named that too, because it's the biggest planet. But like people worship planets, stars, and things of that nature.
Astrology, all the different things. But in the same sense,
ladies, we're talking about the cool side of astrology, not Virgos and shit like that.
Zodiac signs, yeah. We're
not. We're talking about the planets' names.
All, okay,
pieces of shit. Damn.
Continue. All right. Anyways,
yeah.
So enough shitting on your little birthstones and things of that sort.
Retrograde. I'm so good. Oh, they're gonna cancel me. I'm sorry. Continue.
More or less, it's all those things in a sense, right? They still reflect and go back to same symbolisms.
Yeah.
They all just have different names. Or different characteristics that are tweaked.
Yeah.
They're tweaked. It's not like they're completely different. They're just little tweaks, right?
Yeah.
And if that's the case, another big thing is, right, I'll bring this in. New conspiracy theory.
Go ahead.
Pyramids.
Who built them, right?
How
were they built? I mean, this is where I could kind of agree with you. Maybe it was aliens, right? Maybe.
Aliens.
But this is where...
But what would... See, in a sense... Right, you were just talking about this, how people idolize things, right? Those aliens technically could have been gods.
From the people's perspective.
From the people's perspective.
Yeah. But they probably are not God. They're just extraterrestrials.
Are they, though? If they're... Right, so what is the definition of a god?
Well, a deity that's worshipped, right?
A deity that's worshipped, but is also capable of doing superhuman things.
Yes, for sure.
Right? Things that, they're able to excel and go above us.
I gotta give a quick shout out to my man Will Carpenter. Right? He just said shout out to the pyramids, they were made by the aliens. So shout out to Will Carpenter. That's my boy right there. All right. But yeah, continue.
So, right, God is, like we were saying, they were people or things that were above human, right? Because then you have demigods, technically.
Demigods, right? the intermixing of humans and gods, right? Yeah, of course.
The demigods came in, right?
Yeah, Hercules, things of that nature, right?
Hercules, the giants, all of that stuff.
Perry Jackson. Shout out to Perry Jackson.
Perry Jackson.
Yeah.
The lightning thief.
Oh, damn. Continue.
Anyways,
Yeah.
So that in a sense, that's a god, right? Whoever made those pyramids, to us would be compared to a god.
So this is where I come in a little bit and kind of use like some type of rational thought of how the pyramids were made, right? For example, Louis C.K. made a funny ass joke where you throw enough like slavery, human suffering out of space, it would be created. So like if you get thousands of at the time it was I think the Jews or the Hebrews at the time that were enslaved by the Egyptians,
a whole bunch of
like that hundreds of thousands of them being a slave, I would assume they can get something like that done with the proper technology. Because even at that time, you got to think about that time.
What's a lot of
technology was made at that time.
But you're telling me,
you get me? Like they were building like civilizations.
We have lasers.
Yeah.
You're
talking about 2,000 years ago.
Yeah,
but I get
we're talking like literally cutting edge lasers.
Guns that turn at angles.
That
yes, I understand.
Still can't even get they still can't even find this a blueprint or even a rough draft of how to even replicate anything close to that.
So I did some research on that because it's funny that I knew you were going to bring up this topic about the pyramids. So a lot of the times they use like pillar methods where they'll build layers of spaces and they'll work on different segments of the pyramids, which again, if you throw enough human suffering and people dying of pure exhaustion and lack of hunger, oh my God, you're going to get a beautiful eighth wonder of the world.
But we still can't even make those cuts the way how they made those cuts. That's the thing.
Yeah. So, I don't know if the name's Crap, right? Is it C-R-A-P?
Crap. Oh.
Right. Is that how you spell crap? C-R-A-P?
Yes.
So
crap.
sand in between the blades they used to cut the stones that built the pyramids. That's just basic technology to them at the time. You get me?
But yeah, we still can't replicate it.
The metrics on how it was created was so precise to where it could be supernatural, right?
But like I said, we still can't replicate it. And then on top of that too, the pyramids are technically buried. It's not even the full. They said that they discovered that there's literally so much more pyramid underneath the sand.
It's a tomb. I think of King Tut. I think King Tut is...
But there's multiple.
Yeah,
right?
There's multiple.
And then on top of that too, you're telling me that all these ancient landmarks, right? That like I forgot what they're called, but the pillars in
Pillars where are they located? You got this. I know maps. Where are we talking?
I want to say it's like European. It's the Great Pillars.
You mean holy shit, they have faces on them, right?
No, not those, but that's another one.
Yeah, that's one of the wonders of the world.
Those are the islands. Hey Chad, if y'all want to help me out, it's like they were in the Transformers movie.
Carpenter. Hey Will, you put that you're in the chat. Will's in the chat. That he put crap, but it's Carpenter. Fun fact: his real last name is Zinderman, so every black person show hate. I'm just joking. No, don't do that.
Yo,
please don't do that. But
my God,
my buddy Will, he's in the chat too. But yeah. Continue.
So it was in the fucking Transformers movie.
It was on Easter Island, right? Are you talking about
those? No, those are the Easter Island heads. That's a whole different thing, right?
Yeah. Well, what was it when you were talking about?
Oh, fuck, dude. I forgot. I'm not even gonna cap.
You just folded. All right, new conspiracy. Give me another conspiracy right now. We're on a roll. Give me another conspiracy. We're gonna rattle a bunch of conspiracies and chat. If you guys have anything else of conspiracies, please put them in. Let us know. I'm trying to rebuke a lot of the shit he says, or I will agree with it. If he, I'm respectful. I'm respectful. I'm hard-headed, but I'm respectful. But continue. What's your third conspiracy? We just hit two in a row right now.
I was gonna say we just popped out two.
Okay. Dude, conspiracies in general are crazy. You can talk about anything with government. You can talk about anything with land.
I was gonna sit there. Well, I'm trying to not get us canceled.
Yeah. Thank you. We're 5 episodes in.
Yeah, we're 5 episodes in. I'm trying to not bring out the nitty gritty stuff.
So, for example, like there's a couple of mine, like 9/11.
That was definitely played by us.
That was definitely played.
We did that 100%.
Okay, what was it? So to get to war with the Middle East, probably you think, right?
Yeah, it's that. It was the fight for oil. Plus, it was the if like you actually dig into it and
weapons of mass destruction conversation with Saddam Hussein.
It was that. Plus, it was the whole insurance claim that they were able to do on the Twin Towers. The money that they were able to get back from those buildings being destroyed would have been shit. I think they like quadrupled their money right then and there.
So would you say the U.S. government is just into some fucked up shit that they're just trying to cover
Bro,
at all
they
times?
do a lot. I don't trust our government at all.
You don't trust our government? Really?
I don't.
I don't know, man. I think I have some sort of trust in the government.
I trusted our government when we had Trump. I'll say that.
Oh shit.
I will say that. I trusted it when we had a dude that just sat there and said whatever the fuck he wanted.
I don't know. I still wouldn't trust. I don't know. The government doesn't change. Like whoever's in power, it doesn't necessarily change that much.
In a sense, yes, but in a sense, no, bro. Because how can you say that? Because look at what happened, bro. Joe Biden came in and
did what?
Fucked everything up.
What he did? What he fuck up?
I mean, what's the price, bro? Inflation.
That's adjacent to the economy. That happens every time. I think a lot of us don't go to economics class a lot because I think a lot of us have a little bit of tism, and it's okay. Brenden doesn't have tism. I'm gonna tell you why Brenden doesn't have tism because
not all of us want to go to school.
And it's cool. The thing is, I went to school. I also am not very liberal too. I'm also very I was on Turning Point USA, whatever. But I could understand the perspective of the economy. That's just how it works. The president, with the right executive orders or the right laws being passed, could definitely boost the economy. I'm not saying Biden's doing an amazing job. That's not coming out of my mouth. But you can't wholeheartedly blame the president for situations, even in your own state.
He's a Republican.
Yeah, that's why I just want to make sure everybody knows that now.
I just wanted to let that be known.
I just want to make sure we can't just keep putting blame.
He's a Republican.
But again, go trusting the government with a lot of the conspiracy theories that happen. Now, like, for example, I think you can agree with me right here. For our government could do some shady shit. Wait, remember Waco, Texas? The situation with what happened with the people that cult?
Yeah, we could talk about that, and we could also talk about what happened with Hawaii.
In Hawaii too. Let's talk about Hawaii first.
The Hawaii, how majority of the island got burnt down to a crisp, and then but all the millionaire houses stayed safe.
That's true.
All the land that they wanted, buy all the people that lived there for years and years and years that they just didn't want to leave their homes.
Yeah.
And they didn't want to sell.
Yeah.
They didn't want to sell out to them, so they went ahead and kind of forced them out.
Listen, I'm going to say it right now. Conspiracy popped up right now. Will said it best. CIA assassin Kennedy. The lights turned on. Damn. It's a conspiracy.
Damn.
We're next.
Damn.
We're next.
I could actually agree with that.
I wholeheartedly agree with that.
I
wholeheartedly agree with that 100%.
I do. Good shit, Will.
Yo, Will. You see, and what's funny? Will's supposed to come on a episode 2. I was trying to invite Will to the episode that day.
Oh, shit.
Will was going to be the one I wanted to bring on the episode that day. And that was the one who I wanted to bring on. And then we were busy with something else. We had to talk about, that was our intro episode. So Will, I know you're bed sick right now, but when I see you on Monday, let's just get hammered at work. I'm just joking, no.
Get hammered at work.
But dude, CIA assassinating Kennedy is a conspiracy theory that makes the most sense.
CIA actually kills a lot of people.
A lot of people, I can agree. MLK.
JFK.
Malcolm X, you could say.
Malcolm X. I want to even go to the point where they've gotten some artists.
Ooh, we want to go with Tupac.
I want to go Tupac.
We're going to go Tupac. Biggie?
I'm not going to go as far as Biggie.
Wow, but it'll make more sense, too.
I'm not going to go as far as Biggie because more or less Biggie really was at that point where he was not giving a fuck.
Yeah.
Right? Where the way how his shit got set up compared to the way how Tupac got set up.
Yeah.
Tupac shit was too much. And then on top of that too, the dudes from Linkin Park.
Yeah.
The singer from Linkin Park.
True. The singer from Linkin Park. Yeah, I heard that was a conspiracy. Okay, what about you know what, man? This is funny because the United States government, it's so funny because when Edward Snowden leaked a lot of the documents, they wanted him dead immediately. Like, he had to go to Russia.
We're going to actually talk about that with The Simpsons.
Oh, okay. Go ahead. Bring in The Simpsons because they've been accurate on a lot of things.
Yeah, we're going to go ahead and bring in The Simpsons conspiracy theory on how, more or less, how they do get a lot of
things right.
Their stuff right.
Yeah.
Like, they got Donald Trump right.
Yeah, very true.
They got 9/11.
Yeah.
They got Snowden. They called it in the movie.
I remember the movie, yes. I agree.
In the movie, they also had the dome. In the movie, they had a lot of,
It's funny. Would the dome represent the idea of COVID? Is that why you're thinking? Like the dome?
I would actually say that the dome more or less represents...
Doug's Dimmadome from Timmy Turner. Doug Dimmadome.
Doug Dimmadome. Come on down to the Dimmadome.
Sorry. I had to bring that back. Continue.
But we'll talk about the dome a little bit later.
The dome, yeah, for sure.
For instance, right now, The Simpsons, they predicted a lot of like illnesses, the tiger incident.
Yeah.
You know, they've shit. I keep blinking out. I need to slow down a little bit before I get to the show.
Dude, you're good.
That's
You're
great.
good. You're good. It's good. So Brenden is Yeah, he's doing the thumbs up.
Thumbs
That's
up.
how you do it. You got to do the thumbs up.
Just-
So this is one thing, because now branching off to a little bit of something different, because we're just doing rapid fire conspiracy theories. I definitely would say there's so many different conspiracy theories, but there's a lot of them that's just like fucking baffles me. You know what I mean? Like there's a lot that just baffle me. Like where are some that you're like, hard to believe, but I can see why people believe it.
Do you want to bring this in now?
Go for it.
Earth is flat.
Oh fuck.
Earth is flat.
He brought the Earth is flat. Kyrie Irving, you have someone that believes in you.
Bro, it's not even just Kyrie Irving. It's B.O.B. There's multiple celebrities
Who believe it?
who have believed that they believe it wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
Like, they've sat there, they've outspoken it. Like, you know.
What kind of strain of weed do you smoke, Brenden? Because I think the weed that you smoke should be named "Oh shit, I think I'm retarded."
So I'm gonna ask you this, right?
I'm just fucking.
I'm gonna ask you this because we were kind of, you know,
We had a conversation in the back too.
Yeah,
by the way.
we were talking about this in the back. North and South Pole.
Okay.
Where are they?
North and South.
Okay, but when you put it on the globe.
Okay. It's gonna look really sus, and this is one of the conspiracy theories that Jamar is gay, and I'm gonna be a woman one day. So let's put bets on it, guys. So it's gonna look really weird. North, South, tickle. I knew that. Tickle. North, South. In a sense, he's trying to say that it's the same place and that it's flat.
It's flat because
define flat.
Now, when I say flat, right, I'm gonna say it's dome.
That's not flat. I want to make sure everybody knows that's not flat.
Hold on. Right, dome, but it has a flat bottom.
Okay, so explain to me, because I know you have
flat bottom.
Flat bottom. A lot of people have flat
Yeah,
bottoms.
flat bottom. Like some of you, we're not going there.
We're not going there. We'll go there one day. But anyways, explain to me, how is the water being cycled? How is everything compact like that? Because listen, I get the world is not a complete circle. There is some type of like misformality of a shape there. You get me? So it's not a full circle.
Because right, so let's just think about.
Is it a sphere?
It's a sphere, but remember how I was saying it's like a globe. It's literally like a globe, right?
A globe is round all over, dude.
No, I mean not the globe. Like the snow globe. Yeah, like when you have a snow globe.
Okay, where there's a cap at the bottom.
Yes.
Okay,
like a snow globe.
Makes sense.
Right? So just like the snow globe, there's a cap on the bottom, right? Technically, when you have a bull, right? When you have a bull, everything is technically layered, underneath, right?
Yeah.
Because I believe in aliens and I believe in extraterrestrials and all that other stuff.
Yeah, which we agree on. I agree on that.
But I necessarily don't know or believe in space.
Okay, this is where you fucking lost me. This is where you lost me, because this is where it's going to lead to the reptile people conversation in a second.
Exactly.
But let's hold off on that. We're going to go into that in a second. The idea that you think there's aliens, but there's no idea of space.
Space.
Now you're saying there is, what do you say, there's like a multiple dimensions that everybody just aliens just pop up here?
So, I do believe in time travel.
Okay.
I do believe in time travel.
All right. Well, hopefully, I need you to have some information behind this, because my brain's about to explode.
Nikola Tesla actually supposedly Nikola Tesla found a way to create time travel.
So conspiracy theory, he's actually traveling now.
He's
really Elon Musk.
There's also a book called Baron Trump.
Yeah.
That is written about how Donald Trump was going to become president, how a bunch of these things came about, and it's a
By the way, Will said the Bible says we live in firmament, i.e. dome.
It's a dome. See?
Yeah.
So like I said, it's a dome.
Yeah.
There's layers. When you sit there and you're talking about...
Good job bringing Christ into this, Will.
Yeah, because he likes to. He's holy. So this right here, Will, I appreciate you because you just put it right there. He can't even argue with me no more that it's flat because it is a dome.
It's wait, hold up. Just because Will said it. Thank you, Will, for
it's in the Bible now.
Okay,
what?
fine, I got you. So
now
all right,
what?
We're gonna do this. We literally argue that people worship krakens. You get me? Like, don't even bring the Bible into now. You just went completely left field on a different conversation.
All right, well,
I know what you did there, and you just gaslighted the fuck out of this conversation. You gaslighted the fuck out of this conversation.
I had to do what I had to do
but no,
get
dude,
my win.
It's not. It's the world's not flat. It's just like I'm thinking from a sense of science. Water being interchanged,
bro.
It just
think
doesn't make
about
sense.
it. It's like a
the weather
bowl.
patterns don't make sense.
It's a bowl. So you're telling me that the
hurricanes
North Pole
make no sense.
You're telling me that the North Pole, right, which is ice.
Yeah.
All ice.
Very true. And water's wet.
And the South Pole, which is all what?
Ice.
Okay, now where's the only fucking continent on the world that is all ice, bro?
Top and bottom.
But what is the only continent on the world that is all ice? Antarctica.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if the North Pole is all ice.
Alaska is.
Alaska
has ice.
Bro, Alaska's connected.
Greenland has ice.
Okay, I said all ice, bro.
I gotta do this because Brenden doesn't pay attention to the map. The hottest places on Earth is near the equator. Hence why it will never snow in Haiti. The places that do snow are cold or in the above places of the equator. That's why the North and South are the coldest because they're highest peaks. You don't pay attention in Miss Campbell's class. It bothers the shit out of me.
I didn't. I don't pay attention
Jesus Christ, it bothers me because now I feel absolutely retarded because why not pay attention?
So like I said, because you were being guided, like
I took the blue pill.
So it's okay. It's okay.
Dweeb.
But let's redo this again, right?
Yeah,
because math is math, right?
Math is math. So is science.
So if the North Pole is a big block of ice. Big block of ice.
Okay, that's your reason. Is that the North Pole is a big block of ice.
Right? Hold on. It's the biggest.
It's a sphere, right?
It's a bowl, bro. It's a dome.
Okay.
It's a dome, right? Antarctica is literally a dome that surrounds us.
Okay.
It surrounds. It's like a big border.
All right, so let me ask you a question. Because you're making some good points here. Let me ask you a question. When it comes to the placement of the sun and the moon, you telling me the motherfuckers just sit behind the place where there's no sense of Earth? They're not rotating to another piece of the planet like we were taught when we were kids? Bro. Like how it's 5... Like the slogan is 5 p.m. somewhere to drink because the sun's shining in Zimbabwe while we're sleeping here in the nighttime. Right?
Right. I'm not saying that we don't spin, but I'm not saying that there's no like accident, there's no like tilt, right? Because if there was a tilt... Mm-hmm. Wouldn't all the water be flooding and coming all up over everywhere all the time?
Well, if you think about the tilt is the reason why there's not that. If you understand, if the Earth, have you heard about the catastrophic if the world stood still or if we tilted a certain kind of way, it'll be massive catastrophic behavior.
But so what is stopping all of that? You're telling me
gravity for sure. Yeah, the space in space, the containment of the planet for sure. What else is it, Brenden? Is it aliens just holding your pig and plate?
No, I don't know what exactly it is, but
is it a snow globe, buddy?
Bro, you're not gonna sit here and tell me that gravity is strong enough to hold all of us.
Yeah.
The water.
Is that strong enough? Okay, it is that strong enough. So, Brenden, I think you don't understand how gravity... So, I'll give you an example why gravity works very well. You understand so let's talk about the submarines. The submarine that... Pressure, right? The idea of pressure in a place where gravity is not necessarily underwater, right? Mm-hmm. The idea of pressure, gravity has enough pressure to keep us down here to where we're not floating, compared to places like Jupiter where there's no solid space and we're in a gas chamber where there's no gravity. You are just floating in, which I hope that never happens to anybody because you'll be, dense because of the pressure. But my point is...
More likely you would probably explode.
You will explode. You will combust into flames. But my point is...
Isn't that what happened to the one people that went on that one...
In the submarine? Is it pressure of underwater? Is it pressure and gravity pushing down so much so we're underwater? You literally burst.
So, like I said, globe that will hold... Globe?
gravity that's pushing down on us. Every planet has gravity. Are you saying there's no planets?
I'm saying.
I'm asking you a question, Brenden. And I can't believe I'm asking you. Because I love you still. And I really hope that's... Do you think there's no planets, Brenden?
No.
What the fuck is going on today? I don't know what I smoked before I got here,
Nope.
but it definitely was crack. Because there's no way that... Brenden, there's planets. There's literally pictures of planets. So those cannot be falsified.
Can't they?
Dude, satellites, a lot of these things.
You're telling me that we can't fall. So you're telling me the internet is 100% real.
Of the whole world being in unison? I'm going to tell you why. Let me tell you why.
You're telling me that
fake.
the internet can never lie.
Let me tell you why the world's not a whole unison. Let me tell you why. It goes back to the Hitler conspiracy.
Internet can never lie.
Let me finish. The Hitler conspiracy. Hitler is not dead. He lived in Argentina, bada boom, bada bing, right? So we're in on it with Russia. Remember World War II? We were with Russia, England, bada boom, bada bing. Russia is now one of our
allies. Well, not
enemies,
really.
being Putin. Putin, especially with Biden, you don't fuck with us. Why would he hold on to a secret that he knows will fuck us up? Especially with that. My point is, Russia, United States, why would we be in cahoots with all these countries who don't fuck with us if they don't believe in the concept of space?
You're telling me that the fucking...
It just doesn't make sense.
You're telling me that the man on the moon got a phone call from a fucking landline.
There's no phone call. It was basic communications through the station and the damn shuttle. That's how it worked. That's how it traveled through space.
You're telling me back then we were able to fucking do that?
Yes, we made the fucking pyramids.
He's like, I'm like, bro.
No, we didn't make the pyramids. That's a joke. But technology was enhancing bit by
bit,
dude.
Bro,
NASA
we
was ahead of
didn't
its
even
time.
have fucking FaceTime or fucking touchscreen phones until 2000.
And it makes sense. It's okay. It makes sense. And that's a good question. But my point is, technology was enhancing for years and years and years.
Yes, and technology was enhancing for years and years and years.
And that's why you're able to have the conversation.
Back then, it does not make sense for us to have made those kind of...
So, the space race, right? With Russia and the United States. So you tell me Russia, who does not fuck with us. The U.S. Embassy is not really active in Russia right now, right? They don't like us. If we attack Syria and piss on Syria's prime minister
we're gonna win.
Fuck Putin.
As long as nuclear missiles don't come.
Listen, nuclear missiles.
Yeah,
no one's gonna shoot nuclear missiles.
Nobody shoot nuclear. Yeah, we don't know.
No one's gonna do that.
Sleepy Joe might just...
He won't do that. That's no one. I don't care how much dementia he has. I don't think he's. Gonna do that.
Bro, he skips stairs when he tries to walk.
There's like people who could like say no. Like the people who are there, they can be like, we're not gonna.
I hope so.
There's actually lost place for that.
I hope so.
No, so that's what you learn in school. You learn that there's lost place for that. There's balance of checks. Just in case, checks and balance. My bad. Sorry, but my point is the legendary space race, all this, Russia, who hates our guts, is willing to keep that a secret. For what purpose?
Transformers.
Oh, God. I got it. I need to do drugs. It's over. Was Isaac... Okay. Shimon goes, Brenden, what? Mo goes, Brenden, what? Yes. Thank you, Mo. I don't know what to say because I lost 10 pounds of chromosomes, and now I'm legally retarded.
10 pounds of chromosomes.
And I genuinely think I'm legal. All right.
I don't even think
Will goes, was Isaac Newton cooking with gravity, though? What does that fucking mean? What is that cooking with gravity? Yes! Because the food was still on the damn plate, Will. It was on the damn plate because it was pressed by gravity. I don't get what the fuck does that mean. Listen, guys.
The crazy thing is I'm the one that question was like kind of targeted towards, and I understood it correctly.
Dude, gravity was placed on food. Listen, guys, think about it. Mo goes, he's got to be joking. Because you got to be joking. There's no fucking... Mo literally said you got to be joking. What do you got? What do you got to say that? That's our sister telling you. My name is Brenden. You are with Ty.
What part are we joking about? Because like I said, I don't believe that we actually went to space.
I believe we went to space.
I don't believe that we actually went to space.
So space. You're saying space doesn't exist.
I'm saying that
you said there's no planets outside of the Earth.
That there is not enough evidence.
There's an abundance of evidence.
There's not enough. It's real solid, bro. Evidence is what I'm talking about. Is as physical as this microphone, my hand.
I got an idea. Okay, spend 15 years in school. Major in, aeroscience, right? Go to NASA.
What is science, though?
Science? Really?
What is science though?
Well, science could be a study of many things. Science could be science of earth science. It could be study of space. It could be science of biology.
But science is it's you trying to prove something.
Yeah,
right?
there's laws.
You're trying to.
There's laws and there's theories.
Exactly. Your theories.
The space is a law. It's a thing. It's real. Who in their right mind? You know what? Fuck it. Let me remove right mind. Who in their mind would really think that there's no concept of space?
Bro, I'm not saying that there's no concept of space.
And planets, I mean.
I'm saying that the planets, in a sense, to me, right, and this could go back to the whole time traveling, and this goes back into dimensions, and this goes back to a whole bunch of other concepts.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Is that the planets can be, in a sense, a different dimension.
Yeah.
Okay? I'm not saying that they're not different planets, but how do we know that Jupiter is necessarily Jupiter, right? How do we know that fucking Neptune is really Neptune? How do we know that all these shits are really uninhabited? How do we know all these things? We don't.
You know what pisses me off? You just contradicted yourself big time when you first talked about cracking gods and Mayans and things of that nature, because you know why, Brenden? They worship these freaking planets too. So where's the underlier? If they knew they were planets, where the fuck did you think they knew where Krakens were?
They worshipped gods. That could have been
the godlike perspective, of course.
Right.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
you're telling me okay, we believe Kraken exists, but that guy Jupiter's fucking cap. No way, dude. That don't make no sense. That doesn't make sense.
We don't know if, like I said, if we go to Jupiter.
Yeah. We become more stupider. Like you, Brenden, like the fuck does that mean, dude?
If we go to Jupiter.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yes.
We're not gonna ever go to Jupiter, by the way.
Right. I mean, not even Jupiter, but shit.
There's no landing pad.
Even Mars, right? This so-called Mars, right?
The trip to Mars, yeah.
You could literally Google Earth.
Yeah.
The fucking images.
Yeah. Of
Mars, and they're fucking on Earth, bro. Like the images that they have.
Yo, Mo. So I gotta. Yo, this is hilarious. Mo goes, gotta be joking. Mo, the space race, pyramids, like, bro, be for real. Tracy, shout out Tracy. Brendan's in space now. LOL. Mo goes, it's documented. ... Ready?
Documented.
Jamar is so frustrated. I am fucking frustrated, Mo. Beyond measure, I am fucking frustrated. I think I'm gonna have a fucking.
I'm doing my job.
I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I know I got a pimple on my forehead and it's gonna bust into flames. And now, Mo literally said this, and thank you, Mo, for mentioning this. There's literally a live stream on Mars. There's a live stream on Mars.
How?
How do you fucking fake that?
What do you mean, how do I fake that? A fucking green screen, bro? Are you serious?
Okay, cool.
You can tell when it's a green screen. We can do fucking full CGI fucking movies, bro.
True, very true. You know what? I'll give you that. But let me tell you where I don't believe in you. You ready? How the fuck, and I'm gonna go back to that same point, you believe that people worship Krakens, fucking Bigfoot.
They were here.
Yeah, fucking all these things you're mentioning. The Mayans, who use a Mayan calendar because they read listen, and Rashad, I'm gonna say it, they read the stars. And the stars had what the stars with a P. Planets. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You can see literally planets from a telescope. Do you understand that? And that's why I'm about to literally crap my pants because this is crazy to hear from me. Like, I think I went back 17 years.
I say that the planets aren't really planets. That's what I'm saying.
They're gods.
They're not. They're
gods.
I don't know what the fuck they are, but I'm saying that they're not really planets.
You know what, Brenden? We're going to go on a quick commercial break. Listen, Jay and Castillo Unprofessional. Guys, please subscribe. Our annual or a monthly. Our monthly is about $5.99 a month. Please, you get all the perks and packages with that. Also, we shout you out in the episode too when you subscribe. Dude, keep tuning in too. And if you have a small business or a big business, we also have a sponsorship package. Please tune in. Hey, come back in. We're on a little commercial break. Jay and Castillo, see you guys soon.
Giving Jamar hernias.
Oh, my hernia is kicking in bad.
Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok at Treasure Coast Radio. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok at Treasure Coast Radio.
answer on for that.
But it's funny because none of these are your points.
But
None of them are your points. And the thing is,
None of them.
But the thing is, I have
they
people
don't
agreeing with me.
have to be my
But people
points.
are agreeing with me too. So then, am I wrong?
No, it's all opinionated.
It's perspective.
Yeah, perspective and opinions, right?
Okay.
Because now
continue.
we just had that whole. Because now you're in low key in agreement with me in a sense of.
I agree in a sense that we provided the names for the planets. Yes.
Okay.
I agree.
Hold
100%.
on.
I never
So for
disagreed that.
the audience that did not see what just happened, right? We basically, when we went on break, we were discussing the topic a little bit more.
Yeah.
And we have, I want to say, in a sense, come to an agreement
that we have perspective. That obviously the people name the planets in perspective.
And the planets aren't necessarily, in a sense, exactly what the planets are.
So are you saying, okay, now mind you, that's still perspective. Because if I bring on a not Scientologist, they're not going to do that. Where we bring on someone that studies space and aerodynamics, right? Or extraterrestrial stuff like that. I obviously want Brenden to talk about that with somebody too. So if you're ever interested in coming on the podcast and doing it, I'll sit back and just let Brenden do it. Because... I'm just saying it's gonna be where he's gonna get frustrated or she's gonna get frustrated to where she might quit her job. But next conspiracy theory, let's leave the planet conversation. Let's talk about conspiracies. And we kind of brushed on it a little bit. We kind of brushed on it a little bit. I'm sounding like Brenden a little bit. My bad, guys. We kind of brushed on it a little bit.
Like me. I don't know why he's trying to put this on me.
Yeah, because you're slow. But my point is,
you're also
Brenden,
built like an improper fraction, so I don't want to hear this shit.
What does that fucking mean?
You're
I don't know what that
lopsided.
means. That means I'm buff because he's skinny.
You're built
like a
lopsided.
Shit.
You look like Gru, but never mind.
Group what?
You look like Gru.
Gru?
You're built like Gru from Despicable
So
Me.
he's saying I look like Gru.
From
Is it the
Despicable
you
Me.
want me, my mom must be like that? Is that what?
No, that's the Minions, buddy.
Okay, but who's Gru? I don't know who Gru is.
Gru is the one that is just shoulders and no legs.
I have a lot of legs. You don't fucking play with me. You know I do legs. Don't
He
fucking.
does legs once a month.
I do legs twice
a
week, and you know my split. Don't you fucking go there with me. You know you went there. You know I don't like that. You hit a nerve.
I will if I ever want to piss off Jamar,
I will take off my pants right now. You see the quads and the glutes. I'll get us canceled for that. Exactly. Because I have great legs. I worked hard for those legs, and you fucking. I'm just joking. So no, bro. When it comes to conspiracies, I do think. I could agree that there's conspiracy that the government's definitely hiding. And I'll say this, man, our government's very much so the type to like hide shit.
Where's Area 51?
Area 51. Yo, you see, this is go back to Antarctica. Talk about that. That's actually very cool.
You should ask the Haley's question, how do we know a word is a word?
Oh, she mentioned that just now? How do you know a word? Oh, fuck, Haley, goddamn.
I was
damn, dude.
That's actually a conspiracy theory that I didn't even necessarily really
So
think of.
Words. Are words a social construct? What is a man?
What are we?
What is a woman?
Where are we?
I don't know what we are.
What is this?
Are we the racist ones?
I mean,
you?
This even. Why did racism instantly come?
Because it's a word. It's a word.
Is Jamar going to be a Jenner next?
Yeah.
Are we going to find this out?
I've been confirming. Yeah.
That is a conspiracy theory.
That's not theory. That's a law.
It
I'm
is
just
a
joking.
law.
No, but Haley, that's a good question.
Yeah.
What is a word? A word?
I mean, technically.
Is bird the word?
No.
Bird is the word. Bird is the word. I'm sorry. Shout out Peter Griffin.
Anyways, yep.
Shout out Peter Griffin. So the word. What did you think words are?
Well.
What are words?
I don't know, bro, because you got languages, dog. I'm too high for this. Bro,
you're gonna fuck with my mental big
that
time.
just kind of just threw me for
That's
a whole
gonna
loop
fuck with my mental big time.
now that just made me question what is math? Like, is math
What is
really
life?
math?
What the fuck,
like,
are we
is
here?
math, like, how did we really construct and come up with a number, and how did we really come up and construct the word? Like, how did we sit there and be like, you know what? That's a fucking tree.
That's a fucking tree.
That's a goddamn tree.
Dude.
Damn, dog, that looks like a fucking chair, bro.
Chair.
That's a fucking chair.
I think we should name it chair. I think that's a chair.
You know what?
Honestly,
how are we gonna spell that?
C.
Wait,
C. I think
how do you-
everything
how do
that's is a C.
How do you wait? How do you? No, you're gonna make the like this. It goes just like this.
Oh, dude.
I don't.
So perspective.
Fuck.
So I gotta say this. My idea right now, because Haley answered that question, is
damn it,
nothing's
Haley.
fucking real, and this
Fuck.
is just one big.
We
bomb rip
are in
an
a
alien's
what is
basement.
this metaverse? What is
Metaverse.
this? Yeah, we're in a metaverse. all right?
Reality. Me and Brenden are back to being little kids.
Men in Black.
Men in Black.
Men in Black. You remember how at the end of the Men in Black movies,
Mm-hmm.
how they had the big alien that was playing with the marbles, and the
Yeah,
marbles
it
were
was-
planets and all that other shit.
Brenden,
and
you gotta
they
stop
always-
watching movies, dude. I think movies are fucking with your mental.
Subliminal messaging, bro.
Okay, what is 12 Years a Slave? What was that subliminal message?
I mean, not every movie has
Nah,
to be.
fuck that. What is
Not
12 Years a
every-
Slave?
I'm not gonna lie.
Boys in
to
the Hood. What happened to Boys in the Hood with Ricky?
you. Ricky!
Was there a conspiracy that Ricky was gonna die that day?
I mean, bro. Okay.
Oh, Marley and me.
Purge. Purge.
Marley and Me.
Purge.
Dogs were gonna die? Is that where you're gonna go with?
I mean, Purge, bro. Look at the Purge.
You're doing the extreme movies.
Subliminal messaging, though.
Okay, fine then. What about
Subliminal messaging.
Horton Hears a Who? Was there a subliminal message there?
I
Possibly,
mean,
because it was Dr. Seuss.
I was gonna say Dr. Seuss, and he be spitting.
Yeah, he's the best
He is
rapper
the
of all
OG.
time. So I want shout out
OG.
to Yo Listen. He
Yep.
was inspired by Dr. Seuss.
Yep.
One fish, two fish, blue fish, green fish. That's a banger. Shout out Young Thug. Please get out soon.
What? The prayer hands. The boy said, please.
No, but no, seriously, dude. Like, I can't. Dude, I hate. It's like the water's wet question. Like, what the fuck does that mean?
And water is wet,
Water's wet,
motherfuckers.
'cause
If
it's-
y'all say water is not wet, fire is hot.
We'll block
Explain
you
it.
from the Instagram page.
Explain that. How is fire hot but water's not wet?
Dude, I'm gonna say this right now. So Brandon had another conspiracy theory about reptile people, and I'm gonna bring this up now. He believes, and correct me if I'm wrong, please. He believes the world leaders. I'm talking about everybody, like Justin Trudeau in Canada, every world leader except Donald Trump apparently
I'm not saying
is
every world.
is a reptilian.
I'm not saying every world leader.
Okay, who's
And
the
not every
who's
single
the world
leader.
who's the world leaders that are reptilian or people that are
And I'm not saying it's specifically reptilian.
what are they?
Okay,
Extraterrestrial?
extraterrestrial.
Okay, why you say that?
Or as the word is alien, right? And I'm gonna say because the 1%, right? The 1% has been the 1%. The superpowers have been the superpowers.
Will goes, nah, better question. Is fire dry? Is fire dry? Do you think, is fire dry?
That's a hard one, bro. I don't
Is
know.
fire dry?
Is fire dry? I don't know.
Yeah, we gotta bring Will on. This is,
We
we gotta bring Will on.
We're
for-
bringing Will on.
Will,
for an
you gotta be on
episode,
for another
100%.
episode, because that's,
Is fire dry?
is fire dry, Will? Fuck you.
I say yes.
Fuck you, Will.
I
Fuck
say
you
yes,
for that.
Will. Will, fire is fucking
It's
dry.
dry. I will go
It's dry.
So
Because guess
water's
what?
wet.
Yeah, bro, because you put fire to something that's fucking wet to dry it.
That's very true. Come here. We agree on that. We agree on that.
You
Fucking.
put
You gotta stop
fire-
hitting the table. If it breaks, I'm not playing the
I'm
deposit.
just not wearing watches anymore.
Yeah, because you hit it again.
That was in my vape, actually.
Reptile or who's reptilian? Who's these aliens? What are they portraying?
The top 1%.
The
Right?
1%.
The
Jeff Bezos is an alien.
I mean, it's a possibly, and I don't know why you did that with your
The
tongue.
cowboy space guy is an alien.
Why did your voice crack so hard?
Cause my balls dropped finally. Hey, how you guys doing? My name's Jamar. Welcome to Unprofessional. But yes, so Jeff Bezos, Mark Zuckerberg,
I'm
which
not
I
gonna
can
sit
believe
here.
the way
I'm
he
not gonna
acts is
sit
very
here
much so
and
robotic.
pinpoint exact celebrities or exact political figures, but I'm political. I'm from fucking Florida, bro. I say water. So
Oh shit! I can't
it
do
is
this
what
anymore.
it is.
I can't do this anymore.
And I mean, there's definitely, bro. That what is that show on Netflix? Inside Job.
Inside. Oh, you fucking. Dude, he's
Inside
bringing
Job.
it. Okay, it's a good show. It's a great cartoon.
Inside Job.
It's a good cartoon
Inside Job.
show.
If y'all have never seen Inside Job,
It's a cartoon on Netflix.
I say watch it 110%.
Inside Job, yeah.
It's a great.
It's funny. I like it.
Even if you're not into the stuff like how I am, it's a funny show.
But he's using it
great.
to portray real life concepts.
But it's on point, and it's literally on point with
This
so
is what
many things.
these shows want you to do, is for you to develop a brain like Brenden, to where you believe that this shit's true. Like Transformers, all these different things. Like, dude,
I'm not
gonna
gonna sit here and say everything is true. I'm not saying everything is true.
Be real with me. What was the purpose of 12 Years a Slave? Was it to make you uncomfortable,
I've never seen
Brenden?
it.
Like
Never-
right now?
Never seen 12 Years a Slave.
Oh shit.
Wow.
So,
Okay, Django.
I
Was
mean,
is it for Samuel Jackson
it's
saying,
portraying-
Master, look at that nigga on that horse? Is that the only reason why the movie was made? To portray
Bro,
black people
so
on
you-
horses?
Okay, just like comedy movies and all this, it's genres. Okay, there's genres.
So
There's
Soul
certain
Plane is
shits.
about a black person owning his own airplane.
It doesn't. Every movie doesn't have to reflect reality.
Okay, so why are you nitpicking movies to say it reflects reality?
Because now for instance, do you not remember when everyone seen that movie 2012?
Yeah.
Remember when 2012 came out and everyone thought the fucking world was gonna end?
Yeah.
And all that other shit. But then again, there was actual things going on with the planet, the whole global warming and all these floodings, all
Yeah.
these earthquakes, all these things were going on with the planet to kind of give it that nudge, that push.
Yeah.
Right? There was I believe it was in Alaska, they actually went ahead and they passed a purge law
Yeah.
where they are going to partake and experiment with the purge.
In Alaska.
I want to say it's Alaska. Don't quote me 100%,
Yeah, okay.
but
Don't
there
quote it,
is
please.
there is somewhere you could look it up that is stating that they are going to experiment necessarily with the purge.
Brenden, I'm gonna think. I understand where you're coming from in a sense of all these different movies and all these different shows that talk about these things, but because of you, a lot of people who think this way, they're the people that generally pay for these movies. And if I'm Michael Bay, listen, Steven Spielberg, all these things, I'm going to feed into the people's fears to generate revenue off movies. Zombies, right? Zombie movies since, let's go 1950s, right? Since the change of color on cinematics. People have used fear to generate a lot when it comes to movies. Stephen King, the godfather of horror.
I mean,
Putting fear into books, into movies to generate revenue. That's how it works.
Mo said before they had the ability to make video recording up, they've been doing that. Document.
Yeah. Which question?
No, there's a statement to what you just said.
To me right now?
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
You're-
continue.
I was gonna say you're doing
My
bad
thing
at
is-
opening up the chat, bro.
Yeah, I'm ready. No, I've been talking about the chat the whole time.
I know.
It's just, I think it's, my chat's slow because I have Verizon and I have 2 bars. I'm sorry. I'm poor. I'm just joking. I'm not poor. I'm doing fine. I'm doing very well. But my point is if I was an author of a book, a movie, right, a director of a movie, things of that nature, right? I would use fear to generate revenue on these things. So you're just one of the consumers, and that's not a bad thing. I'm just saying that's why they.
No. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but in the same sense, now watch. I'm gonna shut that down.
Okay,
right?
go ahead.
Because now this goes even back to where we were talking about with, in a sense, conspiracy theory, werewolves and vampires.
Mm-hmm.
Do you believe in them? Yes or no?
Werewolves and vampires. There were evidence of vampire-like behavior, for sure, right? With Vlad the Impaler, things of that nature too.
The one queen
that had like dead babies or dead people under her place.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean Bloody Mary,
Yep.
the concept of that too, with vampire-like behavior. Because you understand the concept of cannibalism been around for centuries. So a lot of it depicted in the sense of a vampire.
But now, in the sense of the vampire, there's also too necessarily of people portraying and saying that there's people that live for hundreds, thousands, whatever years old.
Yeah, in the Bible
right?
you could go Noah, things of that nature too, living to like 800. Yeah, I totally agree. Continue.
Okay, right?
Yeah.
So now this goes into the transformations of technically werewolves, shapeshifters.
Yeah, okay.
Shapeshifters.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Yeah.
So now, if these things are technically, there's evidence in a sense, these things are real, why can't the other ones be?
So, remember, a lot of, it sounds crazy to say this, a lot of folklore tales generate fear that people think are real. I'm sorry to tell you this, it's the same concept with like the Kraken,
The Chupacabra.
Loch Ness Monster, the Chupacabra, right? Which could easily be depicted as a wild animal that killed cows and sheep.
These things were before cinema.
Yeah, that's from folklore stories. Folklore stories.
But there wasn't, and it's not like necessarily. I mean, I can't prove that there was or wasn't really a market for it, but it wasn't like now, right? Horror wasn't really a big thing until what, Jaws and all that other shit.
We can go back a little bit earlier to the 1950s, 1960s.
Okay, but
like from like the time of the change of color on cinematic films.
But then when you're talking about horror was never glorified in a sense back then.
It was very much so.
It was glorified. Horror was glorified.
Horror. Think about the idea of horror. Remember the first Godzilla movies? Where they say you can literally see the fucking speaker hanging over. Think about that's even a form of sense of horror because of the fear of Godzilla. You get me? And that's what I'm trying to say. Even back then, horror was glorified. The fear of Godzilla being real. Godzilla, like, you know what I mean? That was really racist.
Why did you have to do an accent?
Yeah, I mean, like that's what I'm saying. Like that, even back then, like horror was glorified. But I want to say this quote just to help you out for sure. Not help you out, but I think you understand this. And shout out to Boondocks. And Rashad, you know I'm going to say it right now. The absence of evidence is not the evidence of absence. That's also for the movie Pulp Fiction. Shout out Samuel Jackson. The absence of evidence, not the evidence of absence. There's knowns and there are unknown unknowns. You get me? Exactly. So my point is it's all perspective. Like, unless you were there, you won't know the true answer. And now we could agree on that, right? And that's what I'm saying. We could definitely agree.
That's like the question, if a tree falls in the forest.
Was there really any sound? Right. Mm-hmm. Exactly, right?
Yes, sir.
So that's what I'm saying.
Or the chicken, what came first, the chicken or the egg?
Okay. Will goes, skinwalkers are real, bruh.
That's a mythical creature.
Yeah. So like the skin, you remember that video game? It was on PS3. It was at
But now that's a shapeshifter.
No.
Skinwalkers are shapeshifters.
The Indigos.
Indigo shapeshifters.
No, what's that video game? Remember that video game where you had to make choices?
Witcher?
No. It was a video game, Witcher. Remember that game I'm talking about, Rashad, where you had to make choices? It was like a story game. You had to make choices where you wouldn't die with the Indigos. It was like, not Quiet Night. Something like that. It was like a video game.
It was a horror one. I forgot what it was.
Video game that involves the Indigos and you have to make decisions. All right.
Siri probably did not help at all.
Oh, no, actually it did. Give me...
Siri came in clutch?
Indigo video games.
No, she did not. He has to redo the question. She did not come in clutch.
Okay, I think I got it. Why is a YouTube video playing?
And he did not have it.
Oh, sharks. I'm going to figure this out.
And he said,
horror games involving a winter cabin in Indigo.
Oh, Sugar Honey.
Until Dawn! Shout out Will! Until Dawn! Until Dawn!
Look at that.
Shout out Will with the text. Yes! Will! Until Dawn!
Yo, we gotta get Will on the show. Shout out to
Will has to get on the show, Will! I know you're sick right now. Get up. Take your antibiotics. You're going to get hammered. We're going to 2nd Street, and you can sit right here. New co-host, Will Carpenter. Unprofessional.
Bro, Will's coming in clutch. But
Will's coming in clutch. Until Dawn is a video game. Yeah. You can't remember that game, right?
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying is, look, but Will's hitting even more shit on the head with the shape-shifting shit. Yeah. Shape-shifters.
Okay. They're real.
Okay.
All right. We're going to go to Rashad's set and break when he was like, we're ourselves are shapeshifters in the sense of as we're babies, we get older and we're like, like that,
I mean,
even
technically,
that's not how you're supposed to be.
Technically, we're all shapeshifters in a sense, too, because we're all humans, right? Why is my skin different from your skin? Why is my eyes different from your eyes?
Oh, dude, there's biology that goes into that.
But shape-shift, in a sense,
we shape due to the environment, things of nature, too.
It's shape-shifting. Why is my hair different from your hair?
There's components to that, though. There's a lot of components to why a lot of us look different.
But we're sitting here and we're going to the whole... big breakdown of it when if you just go to the technicality of it, the technicality of it,
shape-shift for sure. I agree. In a form of it is shape-shifting. I get it.
It's not in a form. It is.
So I'll give you an example why I think I agree, but then I could say there's a little bit of a difference. For example, is Homo sapiens, right? At one point we were all basically one type of person. Pangea created the bridge across all over, right? And we all shape differently. Hence why, since I'm a black person, a lot of my body is adapted to Africa. It's where my calves aren't that big. It sucks, but they're bigger now because I grew my legs. And my point is...
I was actually going to say, they did a study that actually genetically, right, in African Americans, right, that have melanin, their legs and their their legs, the muscles in their legs, is actually thicker than non-melanin humans.
I say we have more muscle density by the looks of it, but I definitely say if you look at the Nordic body back then with Vikings compared to a Shaka Zulu type
Well,
of
that's
style.
why I said in your legs.
No,
Strictly
I'm saying
in legs.
So my point is you have to bring up that study because I want to see that because I'm not saying you're wrong,
Yeah.
but I gotta see it. Reason why is because you gotta say bigger bodies are built for the cold to handle it. You get me? You're built for the cold. Bigger bodies are built for the cold, and us as black people are built for the heat. Hence why our melanin is able to control the heat. Why we're less likely to have skin cancer. You get me? And also we're built to be more explosive, to run from certain animals or to chase.
Yeah,
you
to
get
run.
me? On
You
flat
guys are
plains.
built
That's what I'm
to
saying.
run.
But people who are like Nordic, white, things of that nature are built to climb mountains, hence thicker legs, live in tundras of winter,
I would
things of that
say
nature.
thicker upper body.
And
If
legs,
you-
because they're lifting
if
lumber.
you look at it, right,
Have you seen a German man's calves?
Or a German woman's legs.
They're massive.
okay.
All right, cool. So Arnold didn't win the Arnold didn't win Mr. Olympia. 'Cause
Arnold
he didn't have
won
his
Mr.
aesthetic.
Olympia, obviously.
Ronnie won because he crushed it. But my point is, black people, in a sense, we have better muscle definition in the sense of.
That's
but-
what
but-
I was
like,
getting at. So why are you okay?
We do have better muscle definition. I'm not saying your size. Size and muscle definition is different.
The density. Your
Okay.
guys' density.
The
density.
okay, you see, you did it too. We're both retarded. It's fine.
You're
point
rubbing
is-
off on fucking me now.
So my point is
fuck.
definition and
God
size of
damn
muscle
it.
are different. It's
Ugh.
totally different. And Will, I think you can attest to that too. Will is Spanish and he looks huge. Shout out to Will. We work out together. He has great legs. He's Spanish, but he looks Jewish. No shots at
Spanish.
Jews. I love you
Damn.
guys.
Why are you? That's
No, Consuelo Goldberg.
my
Just joking.
goodness.
No, but my point is black people, we have better muscle definition. I was you see like kids are 16 with 8-pack abs and they did not work for it. You get me? Different to someone who is larger stature and size and more stocky. There's more volume on it. We're just more defined through genetics. That's plain and simple. Are you really going to talk to me about genetically building the body?
I'm
Go
not
ahead.
gonna.
Go ahead.
Nope.
No, do it.
Nope.
Do it. Yeah.
Nope.
Back to conspiracies. Conspiracies. I'm saying that.
Jamar's head still does not fit his body.
It doesn't, but it's gonna eventually,
No, it
grow
won't.
into it.
Yeah,
Not
it's
really. I
just-
just got bigger, and it's cool,
He's
It's-
gonna look
it's
like
cool.
a Pez Pop.
dude. Dude. Will goes, bro. It's a video game, bruh. Talking about Until Dawn again.
Mm-hmm.
He keeps saying, okay, Jewish is not crazy, Will. You're not Jewish is not
He said
crazy.
that's crazy, Jew.
It's crazy. It's crazy, but it's true. I'm just joking. No, it's not. He's
Damn.
Spanish. But other than that, last conspiracy to hit it home before we end this amazing episode. Again, guys, before we continue, like, subscribe, join the Showcast Studios, join under Unprofessional Podcast. Tune in annually or monthly. It's your choice. With that, you get your own personal letter from us. Thank you guys for joining. You get perks. You get shout out. We get you guys in the chat. Who knows? If you talk enough in the chat, you'll end up on the episode like my man Will Carpenter.
Will's definitely coming on
Also,
there.
subscribe to our YouTube channel too. Get the best of both worlds. Be a part of the team. And if you're a small business or a big business, DM us on Instagram, DM us on TikTok, or even email us at unprofessional.podcast@gmail.com. Let's talk that business, all right? It will get you guys shouted out or interview your boss for you guys at a reasonable price. But back to the last conspiracy.
Last conspiracy. I wouldn't say it was the main one.
What is the conspiracy you want to bring?
Oh, oh wow.
What is that?
That's great. Love to see it. Love to
Oh,
fucking see it.
Shit. I don't know if we
Yes.
can zoom in this close.
Yes.
Give it to Brenden.
Give it to
Brandon,
me.
you zoom in, Brandon.
Fuck yeah.
It's-
Hold
it's-
on. I'm trying to see.
So,
Oh, it won't really. Hold
so
on.
it's basically a civilization
Yeah.
picture right here.
Hold on. Let me
That
try
popped
to-
up on Facebook out of all places where you get your information.
Yeah, literally
Put it up there, bro.
just popped up.
I should have burped on the
You
camera.
should have. Hold on. Matter of fact, I'll even do this for you. Hold on.
Go ahead.
Oh,
Do that. The thing's
There
gained.
you go.
it's not gonna show the UFO. Oh man.
Yeah, the government didn't want you to see it.
Wow, the government really is.
Didn't want you to see. Oh, it shows the satellite.
Look at that shit. With
Yeah.
The pyramids.
Yeah, because that's a primary source of information. Everybody, A Facebook post is a primary source of information.
Hey,
Shout out to Facebook for being so right
All
all
I'm
the
saying is our
time.
producer went ahead and wanted to show something because he's on my team. And
Rashad's on his own team.
Rashad's
I
on my
think everybody
team.
watching
Me and
know he's.
Rashad agree.
Rashad, Yo Listen
We
is on
agree
our
with
team.
this.
Yo Listen's on like his own team.
Bro,
I'm just gonna be real with
he-
you. If you use Facebook as your primary source, just know.
It's not the
Just
primary
know
source.
you did that.
Just
That was your.
saying.
is this a confirmation of what?
All right, so when I go on
Thank you.
when I go on Facebook later and I see something that's like, oh my god, a black person beat by a white guy. Oh my god, white people are superior. Facebook said it.
And this is one of the motherfuckers that are just like over drastic, like they over dramatic as fuck. You just
gaslighted
Yeah.
I gaslight the whole
gaslighting
situation.
the
I
whole
gaslight everybody
situation.
except my wife because she
Like
would
this
kill me if I did
motherfucker.
that. So that's how I win my arguments. So okay, last conspiracy, 15 minutes.
Mandela effect.
Go into that.
Basically how
Not Nelson Mandela, by the way, guys.
Yeah.
The Mandela effect.
the
We'll continue.
Mandela effect. Well,
Go ahead.
technically Nelson Mandela is the one that it was named after.
Really?
Right.
I did not know
Yes,
that.
it was
That's
actually-
something new. Thank you
yes,
for
it was
teaching me
actually-
something accurate and primary. Thank you.
Well, the Mandela effect was based off of
Do
Nelson
you
Mandela.
understand the Nelson
I
Mandela
do
effect?
know.
Do you know the
I'm
Nelson
trying
Mandela
to
effect,
tell
my
you
friend?
the Mandela effect.
Look at me. Look at
Hey,
me.
I am the captain.
This is my podcast.
I am the captain. I am the captain. Okay.
Continue.
captain.
Nelson Mandela effect. Go ahead.
But the Mandela effect.
Yeah.
But it's after Nelson Mandela.
Yeah.
Right. And basically, so there's a couple different theories to it of how this effect started. Some people are stating it started when we actually initiated time travel, right? And then some people are saying that it started when we found the God particle, right? More or less is saying how a lot of things that we remember, right? So like our childhood is not technically pictured now. For instance, a big one is, bro, do you not remember the robber emoji?
Oh yeah, remember that the robber emoji?
It never existed.
It never existed.
Never existed.
It's just a perspective we had on it, right?
No, but to me and you, bro, it existed.
Mhm.
I remember using the robber emoji. Like
Or what was another one? It was like ads for certain like types.
there's certain types of ads, how the ads looked, like the Fruit of the Loom emblem.
Yeah.
Right.
Starbucks thing, yeah.
The way how Starbucks is, the way how Chick-fil-A was spelled. Bernstein Bears.
Sinbad, the Sinbad movie.
Sinbad.
Him saying he never did the movie and I saw the movie.
Yes,
Yeah.
bro. Sinbad, the movie, like, bro, Bernstein Bears.
Oh yeah, that was bullshit. That had
They're like Bernstein, and now they're the Bernstein. Like,
Yeah.
bitch, where? When? The fucking not the cinnamon toast, the Applejack dude.
Yeah.
Motherfucker got sober. When? Bitch.
He went to
huh?
AA meetings. Dude.
Yeah, like, nigga, like, what? So-
Unless these companies are just like, hey, we made a typo. Let's really try
Okay,
to change this shit up.
Oreos, the way how they spell double stuff, it's not double stuff no more, nigga. It's double stoof.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah, we noticed that. The Mandela.
double
Okay,
stoof.
so I think the Mandela effect is a thing.
Like-
I think I could agree to
Like
that.
there's a lot of things that have been altered, right? And shit, I'm even gonna bring in the Stranger Things.
The show.
Stranger Things, because that right there, how they went into the other dimensions, how they were trying to discover time travel. That's the whole thing that they were trying to do.
Yeah.
They were trying to jump dimensions. What is jumping a dimension? You're jumping back in time. Right?
Yeah.
So that's where all of this is coming in, and it's ironic that the God particle and all this stuff came into effect, Mandela effect, all this shit came into effect when Stranger Things was the #1 show on Netflix.
Are you sure the Mandela effect wasn't a conversation before the
It
Stranger Things show?
wasn't really mainstreamed until the whole Stranger Things shit started popping up.
Okay.
Like, the Mandela effect was always a topic, but there wasn't really enough changes until, ironically, that fucking TV show started coming out. And then everyone started actually noticing shit like, yo, wait a minute, hold on. That ain't right. Like, shit, even Chuck E. Cheese got changed. Like, there's so many things that have changed that we didn't really notice until, you know what I'm saying? You don't notice a cut or some shit on your finger until you put something on it, right?
Exactly, I get it.
You know what I'm saying? So it's something that we're not gonna sit here and really care to pay attention to. We're not gonna sit here and be like, oh, how was Chick-fil-A spelt today? You're not gonna sit there and pay attention to it until it's brought up.
Okay. So this is where I agree, but this is where I'm like, the only rebuttal I have is sometimes like I can see companies making changes a little bit throughout like their time as a company.
For marketing, yes.
For sure, but I think it's because like we're like, hey, let's rebrand it, and then we're just not noticing the change until now.
But the thing is that these companies, when you look back to these changes, because every company, when you do a change, you have to document. Exactly. Record and documentation.
Yeah.
There's no record or documentations of these changes.
Are we looking into this?
Yes.
Okay. Are we like watching videos of people?
Yeah, no, it's not even. It's me personally going in, looking and being like, yo, okay, there's no documentation. There's no like, and there are articles from the companies themselves stating, okay, this is what has changed. This is what has happened. This is what has happened. And none of these changes are the changes that I seen. You know what I'm saying? Like the Fruit of the Loom. They sat there and they said that they never had the basket in the back. You remember Fruit of the Loom with the basket?
With the basket in the back.
But they said that they never had the basket.
Dude, yeah, I can agree with a lot of things you're saying. This is actually the first time I'm like, you know what, Brenden?
They said that they never had the basket.
A lot of the things you said today was on the spectrum of the short bus and the long bus. But today, this particular moment,
I like Windows.
Oh shit! It's almost Brendan's bedtime. You guys gotta get him. He likes Windows. Whee! Let me see what Will said else in the chat. Anything else that's talking about conspiracies? The Nelson Mandela effect was a good combo, and I think we agree on that. One conspiracy theory that I wanted to mention, and this is something that's been on my mind for a while, is the sheer fact that, and I think we could agree on this, that there's a conspiracy that like, if the world ends, all the elites are flying out of here, and it's in spaceships.
I disagree.
Where do you think they're gonna go?
Underground.
You think they're just going around?
Underground.
Because it's hollow.
Yeah.
Because it's hollow.
It's hot, bro. And I'm not saying the whole Earth is hollow, but I'm saying just like how we have all these layers, right? There's so many layers. There is a section that is hollowed out. Like, bro, they said in China they found a whole fucking island and a whole bunch of shit 50 miles underground. A whole thing, like it was basically like a Land of the Lost.
Oh, shout out Will Ferrell.
Yeah, it was literally basically like Land of the Lost.
Okay.
Whole ecosystems, life, plants, everything was down there. Water, shit to preserve life.
So I'm agreeing in a sense of there is some hollow spaces, but like I feel like a lot of us does not pay attention in certain parts of class because they explained like there's this mantle, there's this plate, there's this layer, there's this layer. They even mentioned there was a space of open space in the earth too, but it's not completely hollow. The reason why it can't be completely hollow,
why can't it?
Is because of the tectonic plates. There is layers that have some type of space that can contain organisms for sure, and we could agree. But there is a sense of a core. Saying something is hollow is to say that at its core there's nothing.
There is a sense of a core.
So, for example, if there's a tennis ball, hollow, right? Mm-hmm. What is in it?
Nothing.
I'll give you an example. A basketball is hollow.
There's a hollowing in Earth, bro. Like how you just said.
There's a hollow. There's a
Halloween.
No, that's not how it works. It's hollow within work. It's hollow within Earth. God damn it, dude, you're ruining me. God, it's hollow within Earth. There's no Halloween, Earth.
It's a Halloween.
Oh, God.
Halloween. Fuck. Michael Myers. Yeah.
Oh, you're terrible. I can't do this. Michael Myers isn't real.
No. That
the stories
is all,
the similarities are.
Those are things.
The similarities are real, but Michael Myers is not real. It was kind of real, though.
So,
John Wayne Gacy?
Yeah, but, yeah. Actually, now that you think, I mean, Chainsaw Man was, Chainsaw Massacre was real. Was real. Jason was technically based off of a true story.
Yeah.
And then Freddy Krueger, same thing, was based off. Damn, actually, all these shits was real.
So
if you
kids,
think about it,
don't go to bed, kids.
Yeah, these things were actually all fucking real. Holy
Dude,
shit.
Jesus Christ. No,
It was technically real.
John Wayne Gacy,
Yeah,
the guy. John Wayne Gacy, that's his name.
It was real. Chainsaw. Damn.
Would you say
that one hotel that American Horror Story was based on?
Very real.
So all of American Horror Stories, if y'all do not know, are actually real fucking shits that happen. Like,
the Amity House?
Yeah.
The Amityville house?
like,
That's real?
Yeah,
that's real.
All those. So that's another conspiracy theory right there for y'all, real quick. Fucking American Horror Stories, subliminal messaging, motherfucker.
Yeah, because I'm using fear to strike fear into my. Because I'm using fear to strike fear and concern for you to buy money, get money to buy my show or my movie. I would do the same thing too.
I mean, it's not like
I'm selling fear to make money.
I don't go out and pay money for it though. That's the thing. I don't pay, and they don't get money from me unless they're fucking getting it from Netflix, I guess. Shit.
Yeah, you're paying for me unless you're really getting a free subscription. I'm snitching on.
All right, T-Mobile. Shout out. Good shit, T-Mobile.
I got Verizon. We get Disney Plus. My kids love it. But
I mean,
But I like Disney.
I get Disney Plus too. I think actually.
For kids. But
it comes with Hulu too. If you don't know.
That's true. But what I was gonna say was, would you say that the government probably pays these actors to commit these things? Would you say that could be a conspiracy within itself? Just to kind of strike fear and everything, you think serial killers could be...
Bro, all goes in perspective. Because it's like, do we really know? I mean, just like all these serial killers, Jeffrey Dahmer, all these other shits.
That guy's crazy, dude.
Bro, but it's like, when it comes to that sense, I don't think that that's government. Right?
Really?
I don't believe that the government's like, yo, Jeff, go out there, bro, and go have fun.
Just back to the Hollow Earth conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Will goes, there's little pockets in the earth, which is very true.
I mean, bro, we were discussing about how they found caves that go...
In Italy, certain places too.
All these caves
China,
that go so deep underground.
All throughout Europe.
And these are caves, right?
Yeah.
So, and that's what I'm saying. If the shit really hits the fan, the elite's not going to go up. They're going to go down.
Okay. Cool. All right, so that's funny, and that kind of like makes you think about a lot of things because we're common people. We're just a common dwellers that live in the
number one thing that I will say too is I'm actually upset that I didn't mention this about the ocean, bro.
What?
So for instance, how big the ocean
Mariana
is.
Trench and everything.
The Mariana
like that.
Trench and all that other stuff. That is a great thing for me to even describe on
Meg
how
2.
you go.
Remember Meg 2?
How you go into the hollow earth, bro.
Okay.
The trenches and all these spots underwater. Now, mind you, bro, think about this of the Krakens, the Megalodons, and all this other shit, right? NASA, I don't know if you know this, but NASA was originally made to go where?
Earth. Water.
To go underwater. NASA was originally invented to explore our oceans.
Mm-hmm.
Something happened down there. They seen something. Because, especially us Americans, when the fuck do we stop fucking with shit until we get spooked? Right? Mm-hmm. We like to poke shit with a stick.
Yeah.
We like to. Until that motherfucker bites back. Okay. So, what the fuck magically made us be like, you know what? Yeah, nah, dog, we're done fucking with the ocean.
So you look at the movie like the movie Meg 2, right there, when they go down the Mariana Trench and they go through
Meg
a portal.
1 and Meg 2, when they go
So for
down.
example, I get it. And you know what's funny? Just to kind of feed into that, the ocean is still not fully discovered.
They haven't even, bro, they've discovered like 3% of it. Now, mind you, they just recently discovered bodies of water within the bodies of water.
Yeah, there's like ponds and areas like that too.
Yeah,
I totally agree.
There's ponds and stuff that you can't even come through because of the pressure.
Yeah.
We haven't found something that is able to go through so how do we know what's on the other side of that?
Very true. I get it. It's unknowns.
Lost City of Atlantis.
Unknowns.
Lost City of Atlantis.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
very true. A lot of these things, there's like sunken civilizations underwater. Very
whole
much
civilizations.
True. Very true. I agree. I very much agree.
That's why I'm saying that they're definitely not going to go up. And that also reflects back to the whole space and planets things. I'm not saying that there's not space. I'm not saying that there's not planets. But what I'm saying is space isn't what we are necessarily told or thought to think it is. And planets aren't necessarily what we are told or thought to think it is.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So this is where I'm just looking at the chat too. Shout out Will, man. Will's been active. Mo's been active. Shout out to Tori too.
Everybody.
Appreciate you guys being active in the chat too. So just to kind of sum up the conversation, to wrap it up and everything too.
Jamar agrees with me on a lot of stuff.
I agree on a few topics. I definitely agree on the ocean matter for sure. I definitely agree on the Mandela effect. There's some things that really frustrate me in the fact about space.
He came into agreement with the planets. He agreed off air.
I didn't agree on the planets.
He did agree off air. He said that makes sense.
So back to what I was gonna say. There are knowns and there are unknowns. You get me? You get me?
He agrees.
Guys,
he agrees.
He who says he can't, he who says he can. I don't know where that came from, but guys, thank you guys for tuning in to episode 5. We are on the road to soon finishing up season 1 of Unprofessional. I'm really happy about this conspiracy episode. It was a killer. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Remember, subscribe to the channel. There's an annual subscription and the monthly subscription. Guys, helps us out a lot with the show. Especially there's perks, newsletter from us, live chats with us, even having a guest appearance if you're that diehard of a fan.
Yep.
Also, subscribe to our YouTube channel, please. Blow us up on the algorithm. It's J.A. Castillo. We signing out. Appreciate you guys.
Jamar likes to wipe before he sits down.
Yeah, I do.
Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok at Treasure Coast Radio.